Feeling inspired to change your life around is a wonderful feeling. It can hit us at any time. We can be watching a documentary or reading a book or watching someone in their place of work. And we get this feeling, this urgency, like, I need to be doing something right now and I'm going to make it happen. And this causes a big shift in our energy and how we behave and how we live day to day. We tend to get up earlier, work harder, fit more into our day, even eat better and exercise more, all under the veil of this newfound inspiration. But sadly, we know how this ends. Just as quickly as we change, we fall back into our learned routines. We get up and we look at our phone or we scroll on Instagram and we feel a bit frustrated. And when one domino falls, they all do, and we're back living in exactly the same way as before. The reason this keeps on happening is because we try to ride that wave of inspiration forever, but inspiration is by nature perishable. We can't use it in that way. We can only use it as a catalyst to start the journey of change. The only way to bring about lasting change is to change our habits or to introduce new ones. Here are a few things we can do to bring about lasting change. Write down one specific change you want to make and how you're going to achieve it. When inspiration strikes, we tend to change too much too quickly. Appreciate how hard changing your behavior is. We are habitual beings. Forming habits allows us to conserve energy and survive. So in other words, you're fighting against your natural survival impulse. Changing one habit burns a lot of mental energy, takes a lot of willpower, and when you spread yourself too thin, you won't give the change you want to make the attention it needs. The only answer is to pick the most urgent change you want to make. A good way to think about this is the SMART model. You've probably heard of it. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-based. Say you feel like you're coasting and you want to fit more into your day. Create a time slot in your calendar, say from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. to work on your side project. That's a specific, meaningful, achievable and sustainable goal that has the power to change it all. Or even let's say you're inspired to start painting again. Make a realistic goal of painting for a few hours on a Saturday morning. That's sustainable, and if you stick to it, you'll have painted for 150 hours by the end of the year. Be realistic about how long it's going to take to make that change stick. It takes on average 66 days for a new habit to become automatic. And that means you're going to struggle all the way through that. Be ready for that. It's going to take a long time and you're going to fail all the way up until you get to that 60, 70, 80, whatever days. But just remember, you're building a habit just like you're building a muscle. When you step into the gym for the first time, you don't expect to lift the same weight as this, seasoned gym goer. You need to consistently tear your muscles and nourish them in order to get stronger. You should treat a habit change in the same way. You have to continually nourish it. Remember, nothing in life worth having is going to come easy. If you've watched Netflix for 3 hours or 2 hours every night for the past 5 years, you're not going to just instantly be able to start reading and pick up a reading habit because you've solidified that habit into your life, and therefore you barely spend any energy on it. Like with the mental decision, it's instantaneous, but you've got to consistently work to break that. And once you properly break it up, then you can get rid of it. Last one, be careful about making compromises. Stick with what you set out to do. The moment of inspiration is where you're the most ambitious. Remember, if you're exhausted, if you feel like you can't do it, that's how you're supposed to feel. Your dreams are supposed to stretch you. If you have high standards for yourself, you will fulfill your potential. Never choose transient fun over meaningful activities. Just work hard and show up every day. Remember, it's better to make a small change that sticks than a big, huge, unsustainable one that's gonna fall off. I believe in you. I think we can do it. I think we've got agency over what we do. Yuval Noah Harari says that we're a ball of cells or impulses. I disagree. I think we've, got some kind of, maybe not I think we've got a soul. I think life is too beautiful and we are too connected to not have a soul. And I think we can really choose what we want to do in this life. You can really push yourself and you've got to have a good why.
From nothing, like me and my mother, we struggled when we was younger. We was basically homeless and we had no money. Simple as that. We lost the house, so we went into a refuge. When I started boxing, my mum was just giving me the last bit of money she had left. Do you know what I mean? So she would go without. That's why I think my mindset's so strong, because I've been there, and that's my why. And people go, Jordan, why are you not coming out tonight? Why are you in the gym? Why are you training? Because that's my why. I need to make it so she can enjoy it.
you really want to achieve something, if you've got a strong enough why, you use the inspiration there. Maybe that's consistent, but you also need the habit, you need the routine to match up. If that doesn't match up, it can falter. But if it does match up and you stay consistent with it, you continue to be resilient and continue to try again the next day and the next day and the next day. And as you get on, there's going to be more wins. You're going to achieve it more when you're not. And then the time where you don't do what you're supposed to do, you don't work for an hour at between 7 and 8, that becomes the anomaly. It's because you've built the habit now. And that's it, guys. Show love to all the people you're close to and have a great day.